Okay, we're recording at least on the computer, so speak loudly.
Okay, as indicated, for those listening, I ask you to use the device or phone if you're able to do so that we don't get any background noise. Please also try to use a handset when available. Speakerphones and Bluetooth devices may cause interference. When it's time for individuals to speak, I'll ask you to unmute your phone and identify yourself. If a number of people ask to speak, we ask that you be patient until it's your turn. Two very important reminders to everyone participating. First, every time you speak, state your name and title for the record. Second, we must be careful not to speak over one another so that everyone who is listening can hear what is being said and we'll have a clear record. For this reason, when it comes time for the commission members to comment and ask questions about a particular agenda item before any action is taken, and then to vote on an agenda item, our planner, Maureen Tucci, will call the roll. Also, this meeting is being recorded, and the recording will be posted on the town's website. And before I ask Maureen to take attendance on the roll, just wanted to give you a format of the meeting. We have old business and new business. Basically, what are the applications in the order that they're received for the old business. And once you get the application, you'll have an opportunity to come up and sign in. I guess you can use the microphone at the end of the podium over here and state your hardship, state your case with your variance request, and we'll have a question and answer session. Once we have that, we'll close the hearing on those applications. And the second part of the meeting, old business part of the meeting, the second half of the meeting is just dedicated to voting on what we heard during the first portion of the meeting. We can't introduce any new information in the second half of the meeting. So my comment is, if you're going to have something to say or something needs to be said, it has to be said during the application process when we're reviewing the application. Once we go into the second portion of the meeting, it's just a vote of the members of the commission, and we can't do anything much more than that. Any questions? I'll ask Maureen to take attendance or call on the roll.
Chairman Spencer here.
Here.
Sonny Cook.
Here.
Sandra Capola. Here. Corey Whiteside.
Here.
Ryan Zeller.
Here.
Hunter Messina. Hunter Messina. We did get an indication that he was likely not join the meeting unless necessary as an alternate anyhow. Christine Mazzata. So we have a quorum with Senate Santandrea, Sonny Cook, Sandra White, Sandra Capola, Corey Whiteside, and Ryan Zeller is unseated.
Okay. Is it okay to go through the first item on the agenda? First item on the agenda for public hearing is CBA 2020-09, 1104 High Road, map 14-1, block 51, lot 9. Terry and Robin Grant are requesting a variance of 15 feet for a front setback of 24 feet when 40 feet is required, and a variance of 4 feet for a side yard of 21 feet. The total side yard of 40 feet when 45 is required, and the R21 zone for Berlin zoning regulation 5A10 for an attached garage. Property is owned by Robin E. and Sarah C. Grant, and this is continued from the June 23rd, 2020 meeting. Speaking for the application.
I'm sorry. It's harder than we did on the phone a couple months ago. So in June, we had discussed going back 6 feet. So that gives us 30 feet from the road rather than 24. And then that also shortens the 5-yard variance. And I don't have the exact number, but it will shorten it. considerably.
I'm bringing up on that with the modification. This is Maureen speaking. I'm bringing up the map with it. And this is the modification showing 30 feet to the, explain what we got rid of in the,
Get rid of the 6 feet, for the whole length of the 30 wide. And like I said, it shortened it, or gives us more, space from the garage to the road. 6 additional feet.
You don't have any garage.
The garage was, if you follow the house around to the back where the porch is,
Right.
that's where the garage was.
Right.
But now, right now, they don't have a garage.
Right. Okay. Two-car garage.
Yes.
Okay.
With a, mudroom for storage.
so, this is Maureen speaking. This is the drawing that they submitted showing the reduction in floor plan.
Well, it's gonna be, storage, but it is gonna be built, it retains transparency to, come live with us. So right now it's storage, but then we may make it livable.
So can I make a clarification on that? So any in-law apartment or accessory dwelling unit according to regulations, you have to follow a set of parameters that are in the regulations, and they are subject to special permit approval at the time that somebody comes in for that. You'll want to look at those conditions and make sure that that space would be eligible.
Okay.
There's a time limit of how long the space has to exist, or the house has to exist. So
So if I don't make it a livable, now, then I may have to wait for many conditions.
Right, you're gonna have to look through the regulations with regard to that, but not with this commission overseas, so we'll reserve that conversation for another time. But it could not be finished in that manner at this point, and may not be, could be for a number of years.
Okay.
Thank you.
Leonard made a good point. And not to drive everybody crazy, but if you're gonna make it a livable area, it's gotta be approved by planning and zoning. You wanna make sure that what you're doing now fits in with that.
Right.
That would be the conversion of the state type of house, so they
Right.
have to meet those.
But if you're comfortable with this, and then going with just the planning and zoning, that's fine, but it's the planning and zoning, folks, make changes to this, like more work on it, you know? You follow me?
What he's saying is building it like this might not be, you may not be able to use it as a dwelling later.
Right,
You could
right,
have to start, you could have to start all over.
That was my point.
So the rest of what we're referring to is, it might be a good idea, even if you get the permission now tonight, and I'm not saying you're well or won't, if you get the permission tonight, before you go and build, maybe go to planning and zoning, get all the information, and if you have to make any changes,
Okay.
now's the time to do it. Right.
Okay, so I just want to clarify what I'm thinking here. So when we had them, put this on the print for us, we had told them there that we wanted it for, possible in the future of living. So the way that it's structurally, it will be built that way, but that won't matter, it still has
be a special permission.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what they do in the builder.
Okay.
It still has to go through approval of our building department and our zone planning and zoning.
Okay, okay. So, for instance, we have, and that's why I say it's not just the purview of this board, but there is square footage limitations, there is a time of the structure having existed for a certain period of time. It's like, I'm gonna say it's provision A through N or so.
So basically,
So, if you have
tomorrow and to the down.
Okay, okay. So that we, I'm not available tomorrow, but,
Okay.
Yeah, it's, they have different rules, corporate senses
and code-wise, that would be.
Yeah, they may be able to incorporate now by the building stuff. It's not gonna have to go down again, make it work later.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Any additional questions?
Just, I remember, vaguely last couple of months ago, whatever it was, I just wanted to make sure, I know there was something brought up about storage of commercial business.
Yeah, and we can just keep it on in here. I mean, he usually does this just to the supply house, just little small stuff.
Okay, well,
There's
we
nothing big.
gotta make sure it doesn't become a warehouse business. We're all talking about.
Nothing else? Corey
I'm good.
and Ryan?
I'm good.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
If nobody has any other questions, make a motion to close the hearing on this application.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Marie, you can take the roll. All in favor?
Sharon Franklin,
Aye.
Lenny First,
Aye.
Sandra Capola, Harry Whiteside,
Aye.
Ryan Zeller,
Aye.
okay, hearing is closed.
Okay.
Can I just ask a question about it, Grant? Okay, so you closed it, what does that mean to us?
Nothing yet.
Okay. I'm like,
That's the next step.
That's when we go into the second session. Okay, okay. You're really happy there.
Yeah, it's really got a comment.
Sorry, we know it. I don't have extra copies of this. Yeah. Okay. Next application is 1,005 Kensington Road, map 21-1, block 73, lot 15. This is a remand issued by the Superior Court, matter of Liam Mitchell and Berlin Zoning Board of Appeals concerning the board's denial of the plaintiff's appeal of the cease and desist order. This is postponed until next meeting.
Can I make a comment on that?
Sure.
So I've spoken to Corporation Council, and they just, with the opposing council, have determined that it would be in best interest to schedule a special hearing for this item. This matter will likely take a considerable amount of time, and, you know, having people wait and have a dedicated meeting for the purpose of this remand from the court is preferable. I actually hope to hand out, although there's only 3 of you here and that's in person, calendar for the first couple of weeks of October for you to maybe access what either didn't work, maybe if everybody can just email me dates that you're sure won't work. Weekdays, we have to coordinate because we have the limited availability of this room, basically, and occasionally the Board of Education room, depending on their schedules downstairs, that we want to try to schedule a meeting that we can have in person with opposing counsel, and so it may not be a Tuesday night, and counsel uses this room on Tuesday night, other commissions as well, so if we can But a phone call, an email that just gives me some dates that work, don't work for you is best. And then we'll narrow it down and find one that hopefully then isn't further kicked out by traffic.
Good.
Thank you.
Your next two applications are also, postponed DBA 2020-11, 286 Beckley Road and 55 West Drive, Carrier Enterprises, appealing decision of zoning enforcement officer dated July 7, 2020. Denied zoning permit for building permit application for new construction of a single family house. These are, postponed, and I don't know what the new dates are going to be for these either.
So this application, the lot with conditions was approved by the Planning and Zoning Commission. So we'll see what happens next with the, just with our council.
Okay. Okay, we got a live one here. Next one is CBA 2020-13, 466 North Road, map 14-4, lot 71, lot 11C. George and Christine Shalinsky are requesting a variance for easterly side yard of 5 feet when 10 feet is required in the R43 zone for Berlin zoning regulation 5810 for a detached 14 by 24 accessory structure shed. So if somebody's moving out.
Yes. Christine Shalinsky, 466 North Road. So you, pretty much said everything. We just want to, ask to that side lot, to decrease it from 10 feet away from our neighbors to 5 feet. Which we just want to make sure we have enough, that we need to do anything on the back of our yard, because it's, we have a back with wood and things. So, and then plus, if a septic truck needed to come in the back there, we also were thinking about putting a little greenhouse house for the garage.
So, if I may, this morning speaking, the drawing they provided with the yellow, the senior packet, has 22 feet to the house and 5 feet to the side yard, with the side lot line, pretty obviously out of proportion. I need a second drawing with the red box approximating where the 5 foot versus 22 feet from the existing garage, and then 5 feet to the property line and the size of the shed will be for the detached accessory structure. The scale based on rough scale can represent the pencil part of the as opposed to where, so on the screen, as opposed to where the yellow box is where the box is closer to the actual location.
I think it's very difficult to build anywhere else because of the grades in the property.
Well, we wanted to build in the back, but that was going to turn out more really, like wall, things like that, surrounding the structure.
Understand?
And then, just wanted to make sure we could put, our lawnmowers in there and maybe in the winter, my vehicle.
The number 6 prices to check on the prior mower, I think you're pretty much smaller. Can you just explain again the 22 foot gap between the garage and the shed versus the 18, 20? The 22 feet? Yeah, between the shed and the garage.
Okay, so we've got our 2-car garage, there's space there, and
drive through into the back area. There's, you know, there's that couple trees fall in the back, you have to, so to cut up the wood, put it on his truck and bring it through. And I did mention about, you know, the building to on a garage. So kind of later. You're saying we can run the carport or something? No, not a trash. Okay. We don't have. Okay.
22 feet, you can drive 2 cars through there. You still have room for your garbage cans.
You've got, on our neighbor side, we've got, you know, there's trees and stuff there, pines, which actually is dry. And then you're just gonna put some buffer, like, you know, evergreen, what is it called? Arborvitae. Can I ask you to lean into the microphone, please, so it's muted for this? I'm sorry. Just so it's not coming through.
Morning, in this, just so I have an idea, in this picture that we have.
On the area, yeah.
Is it going to be, would it be on this side, where the tree line is? I just want to have a better idea of that.
It would be on the driveway side, so like you're, there's a station, if you're looking at this picture, it's on the right side.
Okay, so, okay.
We're on the tree limit. Right?
Well, there's trees on both sides, they're shorter.
Driveway.
Sure, it would be to the right.
So the driveway here has a little bit of a notch, to turn around or what have you here, and it's proposed to be in this area. 5 feet from this line. And 22 from the edge of the house. The requirement, if it's a detached, I'm sorry, she's gonna speak. If it's a detached accessory structure that would be 12 feet from the house, it has to be 10 feet from the property line. If it was closer than 10 feet to the house, or just, you know, the garage is outside of the house, then it would have to be 30 feet from the sidewalk.
And if I can also mention, another reason, which I didn't put in there, when it does rain, we get some kind of muddiness there. We are garages, so if I worry that there's something there, I'm not winning whatever they do, so buy whatever. And then it goes up to I kind of wanted it away from, a little bit more away.
Excuse me, just to clarify, what were you just saying about if she moves it closer to the house?
So if she moves it closer, if she moves it within 12 feet of the house, so.
Okay, so 12
they
feet.
add 10, and she would
At 12 feet,
make
she
the
goes 30.
accessory setback, and if she was less than 12
But if
feet,
she has
she'd
17
need 30
feet, she
feet.
would be talking about that.
She needs 10 feet, yes, from the sidewalk line. And,
That's why I was a little confused. Move it 12 feet.
and if I may point out on the sign, there is a drainage swale on the approved plot plan that goes behind the hammerhead of the driveway and down the slope. And if anywhere she puts it, that she will have to make sure that the swaling is adjusted so that her drainage does not go onto her, but the property owner in continue to flow the way it's designed. You know, it's gonna be modified, our engineering division would be looking at the plan to make sure it's modified to keep everything before it goes to the rear. Well, I understood the 12 in the house, and then they were still, we couldn't put another one in the garage. That would be correct. You have, if you went with the accessory structure distancing, then you would need to maintain the minimum 12 feet between the garage and that shed. If the shed is placed as an accessory structure, as is being proposed at less than 30 feet from the side lot line, then it needs to stay 12 feet away from that.
I have a couple questions. This is Corey. Oh, wondering if you could hear me. So I guess let's restate. The applicant should restate the actual hardship that she is claiming. And I guess I'm just curious, as a secondary question, why aren't we talking about a 17-foot spot so that she can maintain the 10 feet as required?
As far as Corey, if you wanted to know what the hardship of the property would be, as well as if instead of going with a 22-foot gap between the garage and the shed, if that became a 17-foot gap, then you still have a 10-foot lead to the property line.
Probably wouldn't need a variance.
That's what I mean. So why aren't we talking, like, why can't we do a 17-foot? I mean, and she said that she needs to get through there. That's why I want you to restate what is the actual hardship that you're claiming for the variance.
George? Is it okay?
Yeah, you can sign it. You can sign it. You can sign it.
I'll get it as well. I don't have the plan to see how.
I'm George from SB. We wanted the extra room so that we can, like I said, get through between the house and the shed, once it's installed. I said, it's gonna be one of those, ones that come out of flatbed basically, and they put that crushed stone. But we wanted to put it in set back, but we have to, we have to dig too much dirt out of the back. So we have to go like 41 inches deep or something like that. Whereas if we move it to the front, right off the garage, you only have to dig out maybe like 20 inches possibly of deep or dirt. And basically, that's the hardship is, we wanted to space it in between.
As I listen to that, it sounds like a desire and not a hardship.
Well, like you said, so if you remove it to 17 feet, 22 feet is the size of a two-car garage. Okay, so if you remove it to 17 feet, you remove 5 feet off of that, we'd send you on your way and you'd be all set.
Okay, the other thing that you can mention earlier is you'd like to put a permanent fence in that area for our garage, so it would stick out from our side porch. He just wanted it, to be around the corner, so that he would have to come out the door and let the dog out, whereas I want this fence in that area permanent, so that you can just open the door and let the dog out. So, I mean, that would be the other thing, if a fence is kind of sticking out a little bit.
in the back porch area where it's the porch, that's where we have the doorway that goes out.
I guess the question here is, if you moved it over 5 feet towards the garage, would it cause you any worse hardship? You know, I mean, is there a lot more digging to do or anything like that, to move it over, 5 feet closer to the garage? It's kind of having 22 feet, which is from you to maybe that, you have about 5 feet left, which should be up to Lenny. You know, about 17 feet. 5 feet is not a lot, but I mean, 5 feet, 22 feet is enough to put a tractor trailer for it.
Yeah, well, if you want to take a company that comes in that's really bigger. Put in another trap rod.
So, you know, if you cut it back 5 feet, you wouldn't have to be going through all this variance stuff. Is that an option?
You don't get the variance, then we'll do it with the 7 feet.
That's fine, I guess.
I'm just wondering whether or not that's going to cause a, you know, a real big problem. I mean, it's going to cause a very big problem. Get it out in the open at this point now.
Well, no, so I worry about the money that happens there. That's my worry. And if it went up a little bit more, 5 feet, I think it would be up higher, and then the track rock or whatever they put in there.
The track rock will absorb a lot of the water. I think the trap, well, it depends. I mean, if you got a lot of money inside of the garage, you put the shed here, you put trap rock in there. If you've got a proper drainage area to put behind the garage, there's a swale there. There's a swale there. You can just go right to the swale and you should be able to drain out towards the swale. You should be all right. You know.
I know when they were putting in the home there, we had a lot of flooding, and I know they put track like a basement in our neighbor, and our other neighbor put like the guys kind of stay in the ground across, and I just remember a lot of water coming through. I worry about that, because it's not on, it's gonna be on cement, it's gonna be on the wood. I mean, of course, it's the rocks underneath, but.
Well, now you got the rock underneath, you're okay. If you can live with 17 feet, I mean, you know, based on what folks are saying here, you can go with 17 feet, if you can live with that, then, you know, you don't really need a variance for it.
Everything that I have. So, then, that's over there.
It's up to you, I mean, we can close the meeting and then we can vote on it, you know.
We'll like to try to make the variance if we can. I will go with the statute off the border.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any more comments from, board members? Folks, Brian? Corey?
Nope. No further.
Okay.
Any members of the public, or what, we may have public comment?
Yeah, well,
Or not yet?
any comments in favor of the application? Any comments in opposition to the application? Sam, comments?
No, just if approved as well, they have to work with getting the permitting and grading to the plan.
So Maureen, can I ask a question to you directly? So I don't know how to read it maybe, but the swale, is that like an incline there?
It's like a diversion to a dip in your yard so that it, directs the flow of water.
Yeah.
If they move in the 5 feet, are they gonna affect that swale?
Pretty much whether they put in,
Yeah.
no matter what accessory structure they put in, engineering will look at it and will talk to them about how to make sure that they do not cause undue drainage onto the neighbor's property.
Oh, so you're saying that engineering will still have to look at it regardless of whether we approve a variance or whether they move it over 5 feet?
Exactly. It's just
Okay.
hard to make sure it was on the record that they were possibly affecting a swale that was part of the approved plan at the time the house was built.
Correct.
I was gonna ask, Director, Director, questions to the chair? Okay, so back to the.
Yeah.
Okay.
You were talking about the swale, I think that's more for like our house, because there's like, well, of course there's people next door to us where the pool used to be, but, I mean, I don't want any more water, but the swale, I'm trying to see if, I'm not sure if it would affect other people. So, it just affects us.
So just to have everyone understand, the purpose of a swale is to keep the water from your yard from affecting the neighbor's yard. So what it does is it keeps you from having sheet flow straight onto their yard from your yard. And it's grading, any lot is graded in a particular way in which to keep as much runoff on your own, so percolate through your own yard as opposed to going to the next door neighbor's yard. So it's not really a matter before this board, but because it's on the plan and in that area, I wanted to make sure it was noted, but you'd be directed with internally with regard to making sure that you didn't cause water to go onto their wall.
So someone from Berlin will be sure that doesn't happen.
No, you'll have to, we'll try to make it sure it doesn't happen, but we'll review it with you, we'll work with you.
Any additional comments? Yeah, you all set? All right. I have a motion to close the hearing on the application.
Second.
A motion made and seconded, Maureen, if you could take a roll. All in favor?
John, go into the public hearing.
Aye.
Lenny Phelps,
Aye.
Sandra Capola,
Aye.
Cory Whiteside,
Aye.
Ryan Zeller.
Aye.
Okay. Vote passed. Next application is ZBA 2020-14, 250 Berlin Turnpike, building address 224 Berlin Turnpike, Unit 1, map 4-4, block 82, lot 18. Ken Robichaud is requesting the sale of alcoholic beverages approval for Berlin zoning regulations 11B for an on-premises beer and wine with patio liquor permit for the Boss Grill LLC. Property owned by 224 Berlin Turnpike LLC in the zone BCD CSD. Thank you for your application. Okay.
So the application, the property manager actually submitted the application. This is the, owner of the grill, and we thought he'd be on the line. He is not the property manager, so, the owner of the restaurant is presenting instead of. So that's why we hesitated. He thought,
You guys signed anyway, right?
I'm sorry?
You can speak on behalf of him.
Yeah, this is his application.
Oh, it's
he wants to submit the application, but I didn't know if he was going to be.
He was just facilitator.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, Ken Robitel, Lost Grill, 224 Berlin Turnpike. We are here to request a beer and wine permit for our new restaurant that we anticipate opening in the next one. With patio. Very good. Any questions? Yep, right at the first one, right out top. Next to the Fresh Monkey, the smoothie place.
Oh, yeah.
The Acura dealership's right there.
Right.
And you said it's just beer and wine, nothing to do with entertainment?
But no, there's no entertainment, it's just bottled beer and, White Claw and, that kind of stuff. Nothing but hard alcohol.
If I may, if you look at the drawing on the screen, which is in your packet, the Berlin Turnpike is on the right-hand side. Berlin Turnpike, this is the retail building that's built, or the commercial building that's built already. There will be another building to its north that they're working on now. And this is really the first large space you see here with small FedEx. This is currently the Shake Shack, smoothie place, and then this one includes the yellow, what we highlighted in yellow, but also the sidewalk area that I'm kind of Xing out here just to its east, triangular shape where the patio will be.
Okay.
And the drawing of his floor plan is also submitted.
Oh my God. We're in Hartford now, and we have no outside or anything that's in the food for 6 years, and they just shut it down. So now, this meets all the new guidelines, plus, that's the problem.
Good.
Yep. Bernie?
Corey and Brian, any questions?
Nope.
Thank you for choosing Berlin.
Yeah, that's great.
Good.
We moved here in 2000, and our kids grew up in this town, and I always wanted to try to find a spot here, and now we found one, and, lo and behold, in the middle of COVID. And we're still gonna go.
Well, that location has a lot of potential, and I think you're looking to capitalize on it, and it looks good.
I appreciate that.
Great. Thank you. Any comments in favor of the application, public comments? Any comments in opposition? Or any additional comments?
No, I just will reiterate what, that Sandra pointed out, that, it is a new location, so it does not currently have a liquor permit. It is for a beer wine restaurant on premises permit with an outdoor patio and no live fishing.
Very good.
Second.
Motion made and seconded to close the hearing on the application. All in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye, Maureen, call roll.
Sharon Sanganandra.
Aye.
Honey Cook.
Aye.
Sandra Paula. Aye. Corey Whiteside.
Aye.
Ryan Zeller.
Aye.
Okay, that's closed. We only got two other items on the agenda, approval of minutes and adjournment. And approval of minutes, I'm not sure whether or not,
Do you want to go back to the regular meeting first? And do the minutes of the last?
yeah, okay, yeah.
I mean, I'm not ready to approve any of the minutes. I had not had a chance to read any of them. I don't have any.
So let's go, new business.
I'm gonna call in music and
Somebody break cheese out there or what?
Scroll on, go ahead.
That's right. Okay, back to the regular meeting, ZBA 2020-09 on Lemon Four High Road, map 14-1, block 51, lot 9. Perry and Robin Grant are requesting a variance of 15 feet for a front setback of 24, and 40 feet is required, and a variance of 4 feet for a side yard of 21 feet. The total side yard is 40 feet, with 45 is required in the R21 zone for building zone regulation 5810 for an attached garage. The garage is owned by Robin E. and Terrence C. Grant. A motion to approve this application.
I'll make a motion to approve this application.
I'll second.
We have a motion made and seconded. Any discussion?
The only thing I want to make sure of is that, as I stated earlier, that this is going to be used for private garage and not for commercial use. I want to make sure that's in.
So noted. Any other discussion? Okay, all right, roll call, all in favor?
You want to just call in Ryan and Ryan to make sure they don't have comments?
I think I did.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Corey and Ryan, any comments, discussion?
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay,
I'm there. Chairman Franklin is here.
Yes,
Sunny Tubb,
Aye.
Sandra Pavola. Aye. Corey Whiteside,
Aye.
Ryan Zeller.
Aye.
happy days.
Thank you guys so much. Oh my goodness. No.
Okay, 1005 Kensington Road, map 21, this is a revamp for, the matter of William Mitchell versus Bone Drain Board of Appeals, which is going to be postponed, and the other two applications, 2012 and 2013. Carrier Enterprises LLC is appealing the decision of the zoning enforcement office dated August 19, 2020 to deny the zoning permit for building permit application for new construction of a single-family house. These applications were also going to be postponed. Next application is DBA 2020-13, 466 North Road, map 14-4, block 71, lot 11C. George and Christine Shalinsky are requesting a variance for an easterly side yard of 5 feet when 10 feet is required in the R43 zone for the Berlin zoning regulation 5810 for detached 14-foot by 24-foot accessory structure shed. I have a motion to approve this application. I'll make a motion to approve for discussion. Second.
I'll second.
Discussion. Corey, Ryan?
Yeah, Corey, I'm just not convinced that there's a real hardship for the 22-foot, split. I just didn't hear a substantiation of that, and I think that there's a possibility that we can go to 17 and they'd be done.
I
I agree with you, Carter.
Yeah, I'm in agreement myself, but I think that if there, seems to be, it's kind of turned into a real problem, a real hardship, we can go back and review it, but at this point over here, I think 17 feet, is probably adequate for distance between the garage and the, accessory building. Lynn, I don't know if you have any other comments.
No, I agree. I mean, 17 is more than adequate to get any size truck between there, if anything were happening, septic, any type of equipment they need at all, it's through 17 feet.
Yeah, we had our truck and trailers for
10 foot, fine wings.
I'm just struggling with that.
You know, barring any other issues, I don't see it, I think that's enough, it takes roll. Any other comments, Brian?
Nope.
Corey?
No.
Okay, no, nothing here, folks. We're gonna take a roll call,
John Spencer, Michael India,
based on the discussion, Nate.
Lenny House,
Hey,
Andrew Capola, Corey Whiteside,
Nay.
Ryan Zeller,
Nay.
And, next application, 1005 Kensington Road, map 21-1, block 73, lot 15. Again, that application, that application is postponed. CBA 2020-14, 250 Berlin Turnpike, building address 224 Berlin Turnpike, unit 1, F44, block 82, lot 18, 10 Roosevelt, requesting the sale of alcohol beverages approved for Berlin zoning regulations 11B for on-premises beer and wine, the patio liquor permit for the Boss Grove LLC. Property is owned by 224 Berlin Turnpike LLC and its own ATD PSC. I'll make a motion to approve this application.
I'll second.
I'm going to be in agreement with you on this, which is what's currently stated.
Okay. So a motion made and seconded with the stipulation of the zone containment.
Your hours gonna do that, if I can't do that.
Corey,
might not have heard you.
Corey, any comments?
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Okay. We just, are going through the Boss Grove. We have a motion made and seconded to approve it. And I just wonder if you folks had any, other additional comments or discussions with regard to.
No comment.
I'm all set.
Right?
I'm good.
Okay. The only other comment that, Dan made was that, there was that, the entertainment is already stated, I think. I think everybody's okay with that. All right, Matt, about the discussion, Maureen, can you take the roll?
Chairman Franklin India,
Aye.
Lenny House,
Aye.
Andrew Capola, Corey Whiteside,
Aye.
Ryan Zeller,
Aye.
So that's approved. And I think what we'll do is we'll postpone the approval of minutes until the next meeting. I don't think there's any, necessary rush to go back and approve minutes from February and April.
You really need to do it by next meeting, before the year's over.
Yeah, I mean, my comment there is that they don't get posted until they get approved, right, Maureen?
No, they get posted, they get posted within 7 days, and then if you have modifications, those get noted into the minutes next time around. Or whenever you vote on them.
So they're already on the website.
They should be. I think we actually found one with a list of there being a problem with that, and we don't know where the document went to, we couldn't find it, we had it printed. But, so we do have to rectify that.
Okay.
We end up doing special meetings in October, can we do the meeting, finish the special meeting, or no, strictly for that?
No, I believe I can put them on that.
Oh, yes, I was
They should be done.
gonna-
Yeah, as long as I post them on the notice for the meeting, a special meeting, once it's posted, can't have anything added to it.
Okay.
But if we post it on there, it can be done, so. I'll try to keep that in mind.
Okay, can you make a motion to adjourn? So moved.
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Take a roll.
Aye.
Okay, thank you, folks. Thank you.
Thank you.
What are we on?
Good night.
7 days a week.